Okay. Check, check, check. Mic check, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Yeah. You hear the vibes. You know what we're going on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them candid conversations. We're blessed, highly favored. Really, really, really happy to be here. Candid conversation, you know what we do? We crisscross the globe, touching on all creatives, artists, public figures who are making a contribution to the society. And yeah, we're here again, candid conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to that. Yeah. It's a beautiful one today because we get to touch back a yard where man is from 254. Bear Creatives over there. Yeah, just to let you know, we're broadcasting from a secret location in London and we're touching up all massive and crew all across the globe. Now listen, a big shout out to all our sponsors and all our well wishers. A big shout out to OWF, Olympia Fuller Foundation, for the things they're doing in the society. A big shout out to Bush and Wine Adventures, yeah, or holiday season when you wanna book a trip, thingy, they got you locked. And a big shout out to Takata Kandanda Mtaani, Sanayetu Mtaani, man like Jonjo, yeah, man like Chris Chimano, what you're doing in the society, that's a big thing. Now listen, when you see me holding the paper like this, you know big things are going, right? Okay. So, there's gonna be a future star under 14 football tournament at the Umemi grounds on April the 22nd. Yeah, this is brought to you courtesy of Sport On. Sport On is a collective of international football players who are retired right now and what they're doing in the society just to uplift the society. So a big shout out to Sport On, the man like Titus Tito Mulama, Simon Mulama, and Eugene Masabi, the CEO of Next Sport On. Together, they're bringing you a big a tournament where all the athletes, 14 and under, are going to gather together and share skills, compete, and that type of thing. Yeah, the Future Stars under 14 football tournament at Umemi Grounds on the 22nd of April. Shout out to Sporton and man like Tito for holding it down. Now listen, Candid Conversations are here, and I told you we're touching it at 254. Yeah, those are the vibes. Right, so a man who's been making a lot of moves, a man who's been getting a lot of rotation across the globe. I'm really proud to do this. Without further ado, welcome to the show, my man, Apesi Mnyama Mkali. How you keeping, my brother?
Good, God has been faithful.
Man. How's everything? Okay.
Everything.
You've been working. Yeah, you give thanks, my brother. And yeah, I see what you're doing. You're putting it in the community. First of all, you're talking about the tune that just dropped today. All right, tell us more about this tune, my brother.
The tune is a gospel song.
Okay.
It's called Dano. It's called Dano. It's a message to everyone that you can have your trust in man, but at the end of the day, man can fail you. But when you put your trust in God, then everything okay. So the tune is out on YouTube and all platforms. It's called Dano.
Okay, there you go. Dano is available on all streaming platforms, fresh on YouTube. Yo, people, when you're checking this, go check it. Go check it on YouTube on his page. Subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think about Dano. As my man is telling you, he's a spiritual brother. So it's kind of like has spiritual connotation to this one, right?
Yeah.
Dano. Okay. You're saying you can believe on man and then man might let you down, but if you believe in the spirit will always guide you. It's there for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful message, my brother. Talk to me. There was Dano that just dropped today. Then then Jala Duoga,
Ajolga. Yeah.
then
You
Jala
know,
Duoga.
I do a genre called
Mm.
modern benga, the Afro benga, because
Okay.
I was raised up listening to benga, the old benga. It was being done by
Mm-hmm.
our old men. But
Mm-hmm.
now I said, why don't I keep on the culture alive by doing the same thing they were doing, but at least bringing it in a modern style, where in a modern
Mm.
setup, because things have changed over the years. Things have
Mm.
changed, and it's good. It's good to embrace culture, and as much as you are
Mm.
embracing culture, you have to
Be
fuse it with the
progressive.
modern.
You have to be
Yeah,
progressive at the same time. Yo, I'm loving
yeah.
your vibe, my brother. I'm loving your vibe. For those that don't know, because everybody's going on about Afrobeat, Afrobeat this, Afrobeat that. My man is talking about benga. Benga is a style of music. Can you just take time and just try and break it down to them what benga is for them that don't understand what benga is?
Benga is a music that came from Luo
Mm-hmm.
when the Europeans came. They taught us how to play guitar. But
Mm,
now for the Luo culture, we didn't know how to play guitar rightly.
mm.
It was by by a coincidence that they used to play it oppositely, and
Ah,
out
okay.
of that out
Mm.
of that benga came. It's a music. It's a music with three chords, two chords,
All
and
right.
good melodies. So what
Okay.
happened that after having
Oh, hello? I can hear now.
I can hear you. I was being called. So
That's all right.
when you call, when you are on Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of difficult to. So you find that when they came they came and interacted with the European, the
Mm,
benga came out of it. It's just a simple guitar and good melodies.
mm,
So after that, the Congolese came and listened to the benga music, and they said, "Wow, this is the real music." And they changed it, to rumba. They changed it to lingala, from
mm.
the benga, because benga is originally from Kisumu, and from Luo
Okay.
Nyanza. But
Right.
it has now developed into lingala, into rumba,
Zumba.
and in Kenya, all tribes do benga. If
They
you
have
look
the
at
version of Benga. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. They have the version of Benga. So basically, what you're saying, Benga is heavily rooted in the Luo tradition of chanting and using simple musical notes. So that's how Benga came about, and then it's been progressive all the way. It's been borrowed. It went across to Congo. It became rumba, and then it came around. And now you, as a young upcoming Benga influenced artist, you're trying to be progressive with it.
yeah, yeah. Actually, it's just because me, I love culture, and
Mm,
the only way you can sell your art is
mm,
when you have identity, because most of us lack identity. We have identity crisis. You don't know where you are from. You don't know your root. You don't know your journey. You don't know
mm,
about how your people lived back in the days.
mm,
So I came to study that. I came to study my culture. I came to study how our people used to do things, how our people used to worship. You see, so from that, I take all these activities and tell a story through my music.
wow, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So basically, hence your style of music, which is progressive. You're saying you're a Benga artist, but a progressive Benga artist, right? So your style is unique, which I really appreciate. Your style is unique, and the way you're writing, also the way you try and fuse all across the globe. You try and fuse your dialect, the Luo. You try and bring English in there, and you try and also at the same time you're speaking about the vices that are in the community, both from the love perspective, from the life perspective, and also from the political perspective.
Yeah. If you listen to my music, it's not all about love. When you listen to Koba, it's about mental health. Ni shida gani inafanya mwanaume alale kwa bar? What's the reason why people are using drugs? What's the reason? There's a reason. So we need to have a dialogue. We need to talk. We need to reach out to our friends. We know our friends who are going through a lot. Maybe some people think that if they use drugs or if they abuse drugs, their problem will be over. But you find that after using drugs, you're back to the same problem. So it's a conversation. It's about mental health. So my music is not all about love. It's about teaching. It's about beats. If you listen to Ciro talks about unity between the Luo and Kikuyus. It talks about the beauty of Kisumu, but it's love. So it's kind of diverse.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, and that's something that we really, really appreciate when artists are you're using your art, you're using your way of life to reflect upon, to have a positive social commentary, basically, right? You're using your art to have a positive social commentary. Kind of like you're fusing your message inside these nice melodic beats, but inside the nice melodic beats and chants, there's a message basically for the people, right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Talk to me about this song. Hold on a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Candid Conversations. We're just catching up. We're talking to this versatile and really, really talented and unique artist from 254, from Kisumu Pacho. If you don't know now, you know. Listen, Mr. Apesi, before we go any further, right? Let's talk about this song here, Tumechoka. Let's talk about Tumechoka, and then after that, you'll tell us about your growing up, where you grew up, and you know what I mean, how it was. Tumechoka.
Tumechoka is a song I wrote before we went for elections, because normally when we have elections in Kenya, there's post-election violence always. There's post-election violence. So it was just a message to tell the youth that you see these politicians who are using us, you find that the politicians, you won't find them on the roads. You won't find them on the road. So we are tired. We are tired of being used. We are tired of these politicians, because we find that when post-election happen, we destroy our properties, we destroy our supermarkets. At the end of the day, you find that there is your relative who is working in that supermarket. So at the end of the day, he or she is going to lose the job. We are banning the roads. Now we have bad roads. There's no peace. Our children cannot go to school. You find things like that. At the end of the day,
you're the ones who are suffering. At the end of the day, it's your brothers and your sisters who are suffering out of what you did, right? You've been misled, and you're being taken advantage of by people who, like they say in Kenya, for ground vitu ni different.
Yeah. The ground is still tunaumia, si hao.
Exactly. In the ground is the local people, the common people who are suffering. Common wananchis are the ones who are taking a heavy loss based on other people's ideologies, lies, and whatever, that will not be there when that time. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Hence the song Tumechoka, right? Yeah, that's a masterpiece. I like it. And I also another thing I like with your art is your uniqueness comes through, because you're also you're an accomplished guitar player, right?
Yeah, I'm a guitar player.
That's a beautiful thing. So you feel in your writing, the guitar plays a pivotal role, right? In your writing.
Vital role. It plays a vital role in my writing, in my arrangement. Yeah.
All right. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So talk to us, Mr. Apesi Mnyama Mkali. How did you come to this name, Apesi Mnyama Mkali, and how did it start before we got to where we are right now, in your own words?
Because when I started with a band called the CBK Music. After working with the CBK Music for almost 5 years, I decided to do a different genre and a different style. And
When was this? When was this?
This was from 2017 to 2019, from 2014 to 2019. So I started my journey, my solo career now in 2019.
Okay.
2020 now is when I released my first music.
Okay.
2020 is now when I started officially as a solo career. So when I started my solo career, I rebranded. I changed my name. I changed everything because I was starting afresh from zero subscribers, from zero following, from zero music. So, and when I used to be in the band, there was a guitarist who used to call me Apesi, Apesi, Apesi. So when I asked him what's the meaning of Apesi, he told me a gifted one, and I decided to grab that name and rebrand it. So that's why I started myself Apesi. Then Mnyama Mkali now came about when a tout used to call me Apesi, Mnyama Mkali, Mnyama Mkali, Mnyama Mkali, and I said, yeah, that's. Now I changed my name. Yeah, I changed my name to Apesi Mnyama Mkali.
That's a beautiful thing, my G. That's a beautiful thing. It just goes to show how, like, you're resonating with your immediate surrounding. You're resonating with your immediate. So that's a beautiful thing. Talk to me about this, right? When you were growing up, right? When was the first time, like, you felt like music was your calling, or you were gonna gravitate to this? And what was that? What was it? Just one thing, or was it a lot of things that send you down this path, or just one moment?
I didn't know I could sing because I didn't know I could sing because when I was in primary I used to act. I used to do a lot of acting. I used to do a lot of narration.
Okay.
And rap. I was just rapping in the normal. I started like a rapper. When I was in high school, I used to do stand-up comedy. I didn't know still I could sing until when I was in Form 2 is when something happened, magic happened, and I was found by my deputy principal during I was in a boarding school. When people were studying me, I was playing, and he told me that I'm not going to punish you, but I want you to sing. I wanted to entertain the class, and they used to see me. They used to see me do comedy, so I wanted to do something different. I decided to sing. And when I sang, everyone was like, "What? You can sing, my guy!" And that I decided. Then I joined the choir. After
Okay.
joining the choir, I found out that I can write even music. Because when we were doing the choir, I used to arrange music. I used to compose music. So after high school, I went to multimedia. I did filming and script writing. Now, along the way, I deferred. I came back to Kisumu. When I was in Kisumu, I joined an event called Poetica that used to happen every Friday in Kisumu. That's when I met my band members, the CBK Music.
Okay. And hence the
That,
formation of the band now.
yeah, then the formation of the band.
Listen, we gotta shout out. You gotta shout out when you was in school. You gotta shout out, honorable shout out to your headmaster who told you
Yeah,
instead of punishing you, he kind of challenged you. You understand? Because then that right there, that if that was, you know what I mean? Some other headmasters you'd be, you know what I mean, on disciplinary, like, you know what I mean? But he said,
yeah.
okay, let's challenge you to this. And then you rose to the challenge and you never looked back since, you know what I mean? So we need people like that. Shout out to your headmaster, because, you know what I mean? That kind of like
Right.
put the battery on your back to make you say, okay. And then you went on to discover thing. And we need more leaders. We need more teachers like that, because gone are the days where, like, school is just for books and reading. You understand? School is supposed to mentor young men, come out of the school to be productive in every form, style, and fashion, to be positive. You see, not all of us are going to end up being doctors. Not all of us are going to end up being engineers. So I think your head teacher saw that. He saw something in you, and he was like, okay, go ahead and do this. And that's a beautiful thing, yeah? Yeah, that's a good thing. And
funnily enough, is up to now is one of my fans, one of my biggest fans.
Yeah, you wanna shout him up real quick?
Yeah, big up to Muga.
Okay. Honorable shout out to Mr. Muga. You kinda put the battery on this star that's going to take over the world and all that. Listen, among the people you worked with, and a lot of artists, among the people that you've worked with, is a close comrade of mine, Mr. Timmy Life. A big shout out, honorable shout out to Mr. Timmy Life with was it Natural, right?
Yeah.
Natural Love. That's a banger. That's a tune.
No. Actually, the video. We worked with someone called Mojo. He works with the Mojo. So being that they also shoot videos. We shot one with the team.
Nididi hapa hivi Apesi Mnyama Mkali Akaungimana atemu miyo dhano no kokonya Akauchunya atemu miyo nyako neno wea Akaungimana atemu miyo dhano no kokonya Akauchunya atemu miyo nyako neno wea Dhanoni